Okay, looking at 30 types in 30 days. It's day 6. Let's take a look at Melchizedek in Genesis chapter 14, verses 17 and following. Melchizedek comes up and seems to come out of the blue. And the Hebrew writer is going to talk about him in Hebrews chapter 7, verses 1 and following, 1 through 3, and really kind of hone in on who he is and how he really relates to Christ, because this is a strange figure, and he's in the Old Testament, and in this part of Genesis, Abraham is actually giving him a major portion, a tithe, from the spoils that Abraham has gotten whenever he went after 4 kings on his own with the fighting men of his own house, 318 of them, to take back that which they had stolen and kidnapped, the people and the stuff that they had stolen from the area his nephew lived in. So Abraham went after them and conquers and takes back everybody and everything that was taken. And then when he returns, he comes into contact with this Melchizedek figure who we've never heard of before, but who is a king of Salem, which will later become Jerusalem, actually. So he's our king of Salem, which means literally king of peace. His name is Melchizedek, which literally means king of righteousness. The Hebrew writer says he has no genealogy. That's because he is obviously a very well-respected figure, but we have no record of his previous life. We have no record of his parents. We have no record of anyone before him. We have no record of anyone after him. So he just kind of sits there on his own with no genealogy, but obviously a great priest king because Abraham himself gave him a tithe from his stuff. So he's considered by the Jews to be a remarkably great figure, even though they have no genealogy for him, which they wanted a genealogy for everyone. So it's as if he's always been and always will be. The Hebrew writer picks up on that and says, doesn't this sound just like Jesus? The one who always was and always will be, who is both priest and king, which the Jews didn't have. A priest couldn't be a king and a king couldn't be a priest. The offices could not overlap. But that's why the Hebrew writer looks through there and says, Jesus sounds just like this. He is both priest and king. He is king of righteousness. He is king of peace. He's been forever. He always will be. This is the perfect type, and he's the one to whom all of our loyalty, all of our obedience, all that we have should be given, even as our greatest ancestor Abraham did to this priest king. Surely this is the picture of Jesus that shows us what we have now. So it's a beautiful picture, a beautiful type, and one that comes out clearly. I hope you enjoyed it, and we're going to look at another one tomorrow. Thanks.